Good morning. To start us off, I'd like to introduce Trista Swim, our senior class president, as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So good morning, parents, families, the Colville School Board of Trustees, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. My name is Brad Gross, and I'm the principal of Colville High School. And it is an honor to be celebrating this day with our graduates and their families. I would like to start out by acknowledging and thanking the Colville School District maintenance and the custodial crew for doing such a wonderful job getting the facilities ready. The Colville High School teaching and support staff for the hard work and dedication which made this day possible, along with all of you that supported and raised a wonderful class for 2025. As we gather here today to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduating seniors, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and admiration for each and every one of you. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives, one that you have worked tirelessly to reach, and it is my honor to stand before you and congratulate you on this momentous occasion. Over the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of witnessing your growth, your resilience, and your unwavering determination in the face of adversity. From the classrooms to the playing fields, from extracurricular activities to community service. You have embraced every opportunity with passion, dedication, and commitment to excellence that is truly commendable. As you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your journey, I am reminded of the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, who once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Class of 2025, as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow, I urge you to never lose sight of your dreams, your aspirations, and the limitless potential that resides within each and every one of you. In the years ahead, you will encounter challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that may seem unsurmountable. But remember, it is those moments of adversity that your true strength, resilience, and character are forged. So when faced with adversity, I encourage you to persevere, to never lose faith in yourselves, and to always believe in the power of your dreams to light the way forward. As you venture out into the world beyond the halls of Colville High School, I challenge you to set your sights high, to dream big, and to never settle for anything less than your best. Whether your aspirations lead you to the campuses of college, the corridors of industry, or the far reaches of the globe, know that you have been equipped with the knowledge, skills, and experiences necessary to succeed in whatever you choose to pursue. Class of 2025, as you prepare to spread your wings and soar into the great unknown, know that you carry with you the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of those who have supported you along the way. So as you seize every opportunity that comes your way, to embrace every challenge as an opportunity for growth, and never lose sight of the incredible potential that lies within each and every one of you. In closing, I would like to end with the words of Abraham Lincoln. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The road ahead may be long and challenging, but I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion with courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Class of 2025, the future is yours for the taking, so go forth and make your mark on the world. Congratulations, and may you always reach for the stars. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the class historian for the 2025, Mr. Cash Coleman.
In this binder is a speech I had indented or had approved to write or read. This is a speech I'm gonna read to you. Hello everyone, I'm Cash Coleman. I know most of you came here to hear Mr. Gross speak, but let's be real, this is the one you're gonna remember. Let's start way back at Hofstetter, our first school. Life was simple, nap time was the worst, and sledding at recess was the best. Friendship was entirely based on how fast you could run and who could keep the best secret. One of my earliest memories is of Cale Long tripping over a chair and busting his front teeth. We had cruisers, which were basically the 7-year-old version of the CIA. Their job was to keep the playground under control. To top it off, you ended your shift with a nice lunch from Ronnie D's. Remember the PR room? That weird little classroom where we watched Henry and the Bucket Full of Dinosaurs and learned why alcohol is bad, while trying to ignore the kid screaming at the top of his lungs inside the carpet-covered closet? Statistically speaking, if you went there more than twice, you probably aren't here today. Rock fights were somehow normal. Aiden, Dallas, and Vadim thought it was a good idea to start stuffing rocks down each other's pants. Miss Beardsley sent them straight to PR. Then came Fort Colville. Recess got serious. The boys played football and the girls were on the playground set. If you could pull off the backhand twist on the fire pole, instant popularity. Mess around too much and Miss PJ sent you straight to the wall. Not a cool name for detention, an actual cement wall. You sat there publicly shamed while every kid walked by asking, "Oh, what did you do?" And Miss PJ's tattoo? Yeah, that thing saw everything, even what she didn't. Break the rules, and you get a green slip, aka the elementary version of a criminal record. One call home, and your Xbox career was over. 5th grade offered our final field day, the best day of the year. Bouncy houses, rock walls, and swimming. We all knew junior high was coming next. Junior high was wild. Suddenly being cool wasn't about playground news. It was about how many boyfriends or girlfriends you could have. Let's just say KB was very popular. Gum was currency, and holding hands on movie nights was serious. And school dances were separated with girls on one side and guys on the other. Ed Sheeran singing Perfect was the only thing breaking that line. I remember crushing on Callista all summer. So I left a Hershey bar in her locker with a note that said, "You're so sweat." Brayden, for future reference, sweet is spelled with 2 E's. Shout out to the crew who protested against bullying by skipping school and hanging out at the park. I'm 90% sure that was just an excuse to skip school and eat McDonald's. Then came 7th grade, and suddenly COVID. We were all hyped about a 2-week break. That turned to online school, aka the greatest lies we've ever told. Yeah, I did the assignment. No, you didn't. 8th grade brought out the whole A and B group situation. Half the class one day and the other half the next. Arrows on the floor, dots on the chairs. No one knew what was going on. But good thing we could still play wall ball. Also, we were the last ones to experience Mr. Peterman's Baichen Kaischen. Dry ice, freeze-dried food. It was the coolest day of science that we'd ever had. To end middle school, we had the 8th grade formal at the Knights Corn Maze, with Ronnie D serving dinner. Freshman year hit, and COVID was still making things awkward. But at least we were back together in one place, whether we liked it or not. Masks were the new fashion statement. Some kids showed up wearing mesh masks, and others full-on gas masks. Gotta respect the creativity. And now, let's talk about Harper. Harper Knapp, legend. He was offered a coffee by Logan Otak if he showed up to school wearing no pants. He made it to first period with Miss Johansson, and she asked, "Harper, are you wearing pants?" He replied saying they're just really tight shorts. Spoiler alert, that didn't work. He spent the last 2 days in school suspension, never getting the coffee. Sophomore year, Gross became principal. His full-time job, stopping underclassmen for leaving for lunch. His success rate, surprisingly good. That year, we also went insect catching. Well, that's what Mr. Christian thought. That week, we caught a gopher and found out Mr. Christian was allergic to bees. Respect to Ken and Achilles out there, treating underclassmen like electives, low commitment, and somehow always available. Then we hit junior-senior year, finally upperclassmen. We got to do running start, do job classes, and most importantly, leave campus for lunch. Freedom. Shout out to the school Wi-Fi, teaching us patience, character, and how to hotspot off 3 different phones to turn in 1 assignment. Through the years, class of 2025, we have seen a lot. We will all now be heading in different directions, some working on a new form of playground, the Fort Colville's playground poll, and some inventing a new AI company. Sholin. I want to end with something I heard one day that never left my mind. There are only 2 people in this world you need to make proud. That is the 8-year-old version of you and the 80-year-old version of you. At the end of it all, it's not the world you have to answer to. It's the child who dreamed and the elderly who lived. Thank you, guys.
So at this time, I would like our senior band members to make their way to the instruments. So this is going to be the final time that our band will be playing together. Our seniors will be playing in the band at Colville High School. They've been able to put something together so for all of us to enjoy on this beautiful day. Let's give one more a round of applause for our senior band members. So right now it is my pleasure to be able to honor the next group of students, our valedictorians. These exceptional students, in addition to having the class of 2025 highest four-year cumulative grade point average, also had to achieve academic distinction to qualify for their title. Academic distinction includes 2 years of a foreign language, 1 extra year of either math or science, no more than 1 credit of pass-fail, and no more than 3 semesters of TA, peer mentorship, or peer tutor classes. I would like to honor these students with a plaque representing their high level of achievement here at Colville High School. As I call each valedictorian up to receive their plaque, they will be delivering the valedictorian speech. Our first valedictorian is Jaden Bateman.
For those of you who know me, you know that public speaking ranks somewhere between dentist visits and taking seemingly pointless state-required tests. So I'm going to keep this speech short and sweet, just like me, but with fewer nervous giggles and more coherent words. First, I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone who has come to support us as we cross this big milestone. Second, to all the teachers who have inspired and helped us get to this point, thank you so much. You will never know the impact you have made on our lives. Finally, to my fellow classmates, congratulations, we did it. As we stand here today, ready to take the next step, I can't help but think about what led us to this marvelous moment. I imagine the tiny kindergarten versions of ourselves nervously stepping into the classroom for the first time. I can't help but wonder if they could see us now, would they feel proud, inspired, or simply amazed at how far we've come? In kindergarten, we had big dreams. When we were asked what we wanted to be when we grew up, the answers ranged from firefighter to astronaut to teacher. The possibilities were limitless, and so were our dreams. As kids, we lived by the words of Walt Disney. If you can dream it, you can do it. I'm sure our dreams from kindergarten have changed, but that doesn't mean we should stop believing in dreams. My hope for us, my fellow classmates, is that we all continue to make our kindergarten selves proud by chasing our dreams until they become reality.
Thank you, Jaden. Our next valedictorian is Eliza Fazzari.
There's this weird thing about time. You never really notice when the little moments become the big ones. And now we're living one of those big moments, wondering how we got here so fast. It feels like just yesterday we were here for our first day of high school, learning how to jam our lockers, trying not to get lost in the hallways, and pretending not to be nervous. Then came the firsts, our first sports practice, our first school dance, our first time driving ourselves to school. And somehow, in what felt like a blink, those firsts turned into lasts. We shut and locked our lockers our final time, walked the halls we now know by heart, had our last sports practice, danced at our senior prom. And for many of us, this might be the very last time we ever drive out of this parking lot again. I think a lot of us took those ordinary moments for granted, but those moments were never small after all. They were shaping us. They were becoming our high school story. And these memories, the laughter, the challenges, the growth, all led us to this moment. the one we've waited for, worked for, and definitely wished would come faster. But now that we're here, I want to say this. Don't rush it. Don't just count the minutes until it's over. Stop for a moment. Be present, because you don't get a second high school graduation. Appreciate everything that brought you here, even the parts that felt hard or messy or boring. When you drive out of this parking lot one last time today, take a second to look in the rearview mirror, not to long for what's behind, but to feel proud of what you've lived. So in your future, whether you're going off to college, the workforce, the military, a gap year, remember to live in the moment. Don't just ask, what's next? Ask, how can I make the most of what's happening right now? Because life isn't made up of the highlights. It's made up of all the little moments that happen in between. And whether we realized it or not, behind every one of those moments were people who were there for us, holding us up, helping us get here. Every step we take across this stage has been built on the quiet, constant support of those who walked beside us, our families, our teachers, our coaches, our friends. So to all of the people who have been there to support me, whether it was words of guidance, pep talks before a race, or just someone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, thank you. Now those who know me know it wouldn't be my speech without at least one Taylor Swift quote. So as Miss Taylor Swift once said, the scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now. So, class of 2025, as you step into whatever's next, don't forget to slow down, savor the moment, and really live it. Thank you.
Thank you, Eliza. Our next valedictorian is Miss Callista Malone.
Hi everyone, my name is Callista Malone, and I'm one of the 2025 class valedictorians, and I'm going to try to make this quick for you. I would like to start off by saying that it's a great honor to stand up here in front of you all and tell you about this amazing school experience. I think all the students here would agree that high school was no easy task. It took a lot of hard work and commitment, which is something nothing could have prepared us for. I think while being in high school, it was challenging not to spend most days thinking I should have done something differently or tried a little harder during activities. I know better than anyone all the stress high school can bring, whether it's in classes, sports, or extracurricular activities. But when it's all over, that's when you truly realize how important this experience was and how important all your relationships are. I was one of the many who struggled with an early case of senioritis starting my freshman year and couldn't seem to get past the thought of 4 more years of high school. And I know you're probably expecting me to say that it went faster than I thought, but unfortunately that's not what I'm going to say. Those 4 years of school took about just as long as I expected at the beginning of my freshman year. However, even though it was a long 4 years, I wouldn't have changed it for anything. I learned to enjoy the moments I was given because being here with my classmates every day was a great blessing. Moving forward, I would like to thank my family, coaches, and teachers for always cheering me on and wanting me to excel at everything I tried. My parents and grandparents always made a point to show up to every single sporting event I had, which added up to be quite a bit, and I am forever thankful for them. My mom and dad constantly encouraged me to do my best, and my dad would always repeat to me this one infamous saying, "Nobody cares, work harder." I'm not gonna lie, that annoyed me every single time he said it, but as I'm leaving for college, I realize I'm gonna miss it. I might just have to steal one of his 3 shirts that he's bought with that exact saying on it to get me through college. Lastly, and most importantly, I would like to thank God, because none of this would be possible without him. Through tests and sports, he's taught me how to trust him, which is the most important thing I've learned in high school. Initially, none of this high school stuff really matters. Now that I'm at the end of my high school career and standing up here talking about it all, it becomes even more apparent to me that all that matters is Jesus and living a life to bring him glory. As an ending thought of the class of 2025, I would like to say, God has a plan for all of us as we move forward with our lives, and he will guide each and every step. Good luck.
Thank you, Callista. Our next valedictorian is Ms. Rachel Stutzer Farrell.
Hello everyone. My name is Rachel Stutzer, and I'm honored to speak before you today. I want to start by saying that your presence here, whether you are a family member, friend, teacher, or acquaintance, is significant to someone with a cap and gown on today. Thank you for showing up with your support to witness a beautiful moment in the lives of the Colville High School graduates of 2025. Before I start, I would like to kindly ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence to honor the significant lives of Northport student Noah Herberling and Northport Superintendent Don Barable, and remember all those affected by the tragedy of their passing. Thank you. Now, I would like to start off by pointing out a statistic I came across, which is that about 696 million 10 through 19-year-olds today do not have the experience or opportunity of secondary education, let alone the experience of graduating from high school. That being said, I want to emphasize how grateful I am to be standing on this stage today, getting to voice what I think is important because of the education I have received. While I was working on writing what to say to you all today, my sister came back from a study abroad in Kenya. Her story from Kenya helped me express the message I want to get across. People in Kenya's lives look a little bit different than ours. During her time, she saw 5-year-old boys herding goats by themselves with nothing but sticks in their hands. She saw homes where there wasn't a bed, but cow hides on a dirt floor. She saw groups of grade school children walking miles to their school, which they pay a monthly fee for, in the same spot where she saw lions crossing the road the day before. People in this environment are growing up being taught to just survive. This is just one example of a place in the world that has conditions that are vastly different from ours. But one thing that she emphasized while sharing her story was that was also the most inspiring part to me, was that despite their challenges and living conditions, was how many smiles she saw and how lucky, truly happy these people are to get to be where they are and to have what they have. Now, in our reality, we have free education that strongly prepares us for our futures. We grew up getting to wear our favorite school clothes, with healthy, filling food waiting for us in the cafeteria, and clean, cold water at every water fountain. We have strong support systems and comfortable spaces to lay our heads at night. We drive to school in vehicles that either keep us warm or cool, depending on the weather. Not only do we have resources that make us capable of staying healthy, happy, and allowing countless opportunities, but as we grow, we get told we can be anything we want to be and do anything we set our minds to, which is true. This ultimately made me ask myself, how lucky are we? How lucky are we to be able to have the feeling of academic achievement? How lucky are we to be able to be part of enriching classes, meaningful clubs, and rewarding sports? How lucky are we to have built the connections, relationships, skills we have through our school system? How lucky are we to have gone to experience the hardship that has gotten us here, the struggles that have shaped us into who we are, the work, time, and dedication it has taken to be standing here today. Countless individuals can't imagine being in a situation like this, getting to experience this level of safety, opportunity, honor, and gratitude. That being said, I think today is the perfect day for every single one of us here to take a little extra time to feel all those amazing feelings and soak in this perfect moment. Hug your loved ones extra tight. Say thank you a million times to the people who deserve it. Say I love you to the people you may not say enough to. Eat some amazing food, listen to great music, take pictures, smile, be in the moment, and just celebrate. Because we are truly lucky to even have the opportunity to know what that's like. And it would be truly ignorant of us to not be incredibly happy to get to be where we are and to have what we have. If I could just ask one thing from everyone here, including myself, is to practice all those things not just today, but also every day that you possibly can. Before I end this time, I know that I wouldn't be making the most out of today without sharing how I cannot express enough that without my mom, I would not be half the person I am today. Thank you, Mom, for bringing me into this world, loving me like no other, supporting me to the fullest, believing in me when I may not believe in myself, instilling in me the values that I have, and ultimately showing me what an incredible woman can look like. My admiration for you will indefinitely grow. I love you. Thank you all for listening. Congratulations, class of 2025, and go Huskies.
Thank you, Rachel. Our next valedictorian, Mr. Liam Webster.
Good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, and class of 2025. Last May, I was at the drive-in movie theater that we all know and love, where most of us were socializing instead of actually watching the movie. At one point, I looked up at the night sky and saw something I had never seen before, and something many of us have never seen before. At 10:45 p.m., people began packing into their cars and leaving the movie they had just paid for. Everyone had the same goal: get to a place with less light pollution. People were pulled off on the side of the highway, phones and cameras out, recognizing the same jaw-dropping phenomenon, the Northern Lights. I've never witnessed anything as beautiful or awe-inspiring, and for weeks we couldn't stop talking about it. That night showed us something. Colville is far from boring. Those lights sparked awe and wonder in everyone from Colville to Kettle Falls. Friends, families, and strangers bonded over this experience, looking past differences, all because of some random, perfect, mesmerizing colors in the black northern skies. This mundane backwoods town, as outsiders might call it, has depth and beauty we sometimes take for granted. Colville has shaped us. Our roots are growing in a way that will keep us connected for generations. My friend once said Colville is like a vacation every day compared to where he used to live. He's right. Whether it's a 45-minute drive to a ski hill, endless hiking trails, or our own huge small-town concert farm jam, we connect here. From corporate Walmart to locally owned and loved Mr. Sub, our diverse economy, geography, and people give us a unique perspective and an advantage over many. So let's thank everyone who's lit up our lives. Our families, friends, teachers, and coaches, you've carried us through. But there's more. To the people and organizations in our community who support us, whether through scholarships, funding clubs and sports, or building up our community, thank you. Your generosity has opened doors for many of us, and we don't take that for granted. On behalf of the class of 2025, thank you all for believing in us. Here's my challenge to the class of 2025. Carry Colville's light forward. Wherever you go, college, work, or beyond, find one person to connect with, one moment to share, like we did that night under the Northern Lights. This seemingly boring small town allowed us to see the extraordinary every day. Let's keep seeing the extraordinary in everyone we meet, everything we attempt, and bring some of Colville with us wherever we may go. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Liam. And our final valedictorian today will be Mr. Shalin Jaiswal.
It's windy out here today. My wig's about to fall off. Before speaking to all of these wonderful students graduating today, I just want to take a moment to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of the teachers, coaches, mentors, advisors, and administrators who have all held a critical role in developing all of us into who we are today. Personally, I want to thank my family, my mom, Radnali, for teaching me about my culture and to hold pride in my heritage, my dad, Samir, for showing up to all of my sports events and always believing in my abilities in all aspects of my life, and my little brother, Rishi, for being the coolest, most caring human being I know and the first person to check in on me when I seem down. I want to thank my incredibly supportive girlfriend, Ella, and her amazing family for always genuinely being there for me, and most of all, I want to thank this community. It has been a joy to be born and raised in Colville, Washington, and I am truly proud to graduate from Colville High School. I mean, obviously, my family and I are not from around these parts. It's okay, you can laugh. Please pretend I'm funny. With my closest blood relatives living over 1,800 miles away, by the way, they're here today. Thank you so much for showing up to support me. And most of my relatives living in India, my definition of family is very, very different from most. However, because of the Edwards family, I have never felt alone. From growing up with Zane, Cade, Annika, and Maya, and all of the other cousins, to
to visiting my Grandma Sue over the summer, to hang out at potlucks and jump in the pool, to doing the puppet show during Christmas and working with Grandpa Kim and the honeybees, I am so incredibly fortunate that family has always found me. Because of the compassion of this incredible class, I have never felt alone. I am so incredibly grateful to grow up with each and every single one of my classmates. And I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but I truly mean it. From the Freedom Boys to Flugel Senior English class to our Colville ASB Executive Board, every person who has been a part of my life has been the family I have always hoped to grow up with. And I know you all have these connections and bonds with the communities you have been a part of growing up in Colville, Washington. I want all of you to look to your right. Look to your right. Look to your left. Good boy. These are the faces of people who have faced and overcome personal adversities we could never imagine ourselves. I know many students who don't have somebody cheering for them in life. I have met many students whose families are not able to make it to wind ensemble recitals because of work, whose parents choose not to attend their sporting events for personal reasons, where the only place they feel they belong the most is the community which welcomes them with open arms and uplifts them to achieve their personal aspirations. The community which all of us can advocate for in our personal lives of the future. I can say with utmost confidence that each and every single one of this class of 2025 not only has the power to create a positive impact in the lives of others, but also forge these communities built with a strong desire to help anyone in need. As you all go into college, trade school, the workforce, military, or any other amazing journey that your life takes you on, I strongly believe each and every single one of you will understand and appreciate the uniqueness of the stories of people you meet along your paths and realize that in order to improve the culture and communities that we live in order to better our world, we need to come together, put aside our disagreements and differences, and see the precious beauty and invaluable worth each of us have as individual human beings. And as I have seen countless times over my experiences with all of you, every act of kindness you provide, every respectful discussion you have with your friends, each bond you build with another person over the course of your lives will make our world a better place. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every single one of you. Woo, it's windy. For all of the genuine empathy you have had for anyone in need of a hand to hold, a shoulder to cry on, or a friend to celebrate with. And I know in my heart that this class will grow up to be the pillars of their communities in the future, who people will look for support, for compassion, for love, and for guidance. And I know every single one of you will choose to follow your deepest passions and strongest aspirations to become the brilliant human beings you were born to be. And I can't wait to hear about all of your adventures in the future. Thank you all very much for your time. God bless.
How about another hand for the valedictorians? It's my pleasure to be able to honor the next students, our salutatorians. These students are graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.99 throughout their 4 years at Colville High School. In addition to grade point average, these students also had to achieve academic distinction to qualify for their title. I would like to honor our salutatorians with a plaque representing their high level of achievement here at CHS. Our salutatorians for the class of 2025 are Cash Coleman and Madeline Sumner.
So this is about the time that everybody's been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. We clap that. I would like to introduce our counselors, Mrs. Tia Amick and Mr. Corey Cleveland, as they will be reading the names and accomplishments of our graduating seniors as they walk across the stage.
Liam Jean Webster, valedictorian, honors with academic distinction, honors vocational distinction, and Silver Public Service Award. Eliza Ann Fazzari, valedictorian, honors with distinction, Silver Public Service, 12-year senior, CNA certification. Shalin Samir Jaswal, valedictorian, honors with distinction, Gold Public Service. Jaden Arlene Bateman, valedictorian, honors with distinction, honors vocational distinction, Silver Public Service, and 12-year senior. Rachel Ann Stutzer Farrell, valedictorian, honors with academic distinction, Gold Public Service, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Callista Elaine Malone, valedictorian, honors with distinction, Gold Public Service, and AA from Spokane Community College. Madeline Tara Sumner, salutatorian, honors with distinction, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Cash Michael Coleman, salutatorian, honors with distinction, honors with vocational distinction, Silver Public Service, 12-year senior, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Allison Mackenzie Petrie, high honors, honors with academic distinction, Gold Public Service, and 12-year senior. McKenna Faith Morgan, high honors, honors with academic distinction, Silver Public Service, 12-year senior, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Trista Sierra Swim, high honors, honors with academic distinction, honors with vocational distinction, and Gold Public Service. Kaylee Janet Lynn Herman, high honors, honors with distinction, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Victoria McCava, high honors, honors with distinction, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior, AA degree from Spokane Community College. Addison May Roy, high honors, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior, AA degree from Spokane Community College. Aiden R. Hoogstad, high honors, 12-year senior. Dane A. Hoogstad, high honors, honors with distinction, honors with vocational distinction, gold public service, 12-year senior, Washington Aerospace Scholar. Achilles William Neal, honors, silver public service. Dyson A. Wise, high honors, honors with distinction, honors with vocational distinction, gold public service, and 12-year senior. Isabel S. Bennett, high honors, honors with distinction, honors with vocational distinction, gold public service, AA degree from Spokane Community College. Libby Joy Mitchell, high honors, silver public service, AA degree from Spokane Community College.
Okay. Giovanni Philip Gaynor. Neve Ayan Kinney, high honors, honors vocational distinction. Wyatt James Matkin. McCavery L. Maddox. Logan Raymond Otak. Elijah Thomas Finley. Dallas K. Burt, honors, gold public service, 12-year senior. Carson R. Morton, Eagle Scout. Kristen Nicole King, high honors. Cameron Noel Amick, honors, AA Spokane Community College and 12-year senior. Caitlin G. Peterson, high honors, AA Spokane Community College. Luxie Lila Larson, high honors, AA Spokane Community College. Grace Marie Riley, high honors, gold public service, AA Spokane Community College, 12-year senior. Logan Robert Knipper. Abby Sue Janzik Erb, high honors, honors with academic distinction, gold public service, AA Spokane Community College. Mia Elizabeth Camino Garcia, silver public service, 12-year senior. Luke Benjamin McCombs, honors, silver public service, 12-year senior. Athena Marie Hager, silver public service. Taliesin Carl Danforth, high honors, honors with academic distinction, honors vocational distinction. Callie Jo Dahlman, high honors, honors with academic distinction, honors with vocational distinction, gold public service, 12-year senior, CNA certification. Parker Thomas Richardson, honors, 12-year senior, AA Spokane Community College. Caleb Irving Plow, honors, AA Spokane Community College, 12-year senior. Ethan Lloyd Redberg, honors. Marvin Curtis Holland, 12-year senior. Cale James Long, honors, 12-year senior. Braden Edward Dunham, honors. Trace David Lee Hood, 12-year senior. Trent M. Darniel, 12-year senior. Eli Joshua Andres. Nathan Arms, honors, 12-year senior.
Bryson Alexander Brinza, honors. Ian Harker Horrocks, high honors. Jonathan G. Bateman, honors. Brendan Jaron Elkin. Madison Christine Amos, CNA certification. Liliana May Rosen, 12-year senior. Emma Lee Thomas, 12-year senior. Chloe Marie Landwehr. Aurora Elizabeth Moore, honors. Madeline Jess Bowlby, honors. Amelia J. Lugie, honors. Alexis May Collette, high honors, honors with distinction, honors with vocational distinction. Elliot Alexander Esmew. Amaya M. Hare, honors, 12-year senior. Matthew R. Bateman. Gabriel Jude Ritter, honors. Jacoby N. Dunn, 12-year senior. Gage Michael Forrester. Alexander K. McKenzie, 12-year senior, Eagle Scout. Quade Abram Daniel Sowers. Jason Lee Wolf. Jordan Lee Nelson. Maya J. Bailey, honors, AA degree from Spokane Community College. Skylar Elizabeth Timmering, High Honors, 12-year senior. Kendra Ryan Ott, High Honors, Honors with Academic Distinction, Honors with Vocational Distinction, and 12-year senior. Kyra Grace Croyce, High Honors, Honors with Distinction, Honors with Vocational Distinction, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Elise K. Harris, Honors, 12-year senior. Abby Lynn Flood, 12-year senior. Skylar Ann Struck, High Honors, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Noah Gabriel Campbell. Alexis Anne-Marie Sakari Elmer, High Honors, Honors with Distinction, and Honors with Vocational Distinction. Rowan Porter Lee Fortier Minier. Honors, Silver Public Service, and 12-year senior. Noah C. Rader, 12-year senior. Skylar Stinney Stinson, 12-year senior.
Thank you, sir.
Magdaleno Sanchez, Jr. John Hickok III. Emma Bailey Newby. Taylor B. Lynn, High Honors, Honors with Distinction, Gold Public Service, and AA degree from Spokane Community College. Brooke Ray Barnett, Gold Public Service, 12-year senior. Camille Elaine Kitt, 12-year senior.
Peyton Emra, High Honors, 12-year senior. Shelby Emra, 12-year senior. Natalie J. Lister, CNA certification. Hayden Gabat Willis. Talia Helona Ari Mays Anderson, Silver Public Service, CNA certification. Aubriana J. Zubia, 12-year senior. Skyla Rose McKinney. Harper D. Naff, 12-year senior. Isabel Carol Johnson, Honors, AA Spokane Community College. Morgan Lee Beavis. Isabella May Castillo, honors, AA Spokane Community College, 12-year senior. Alexis Ann St. Pierre, honors. Elizabeth Gail Olson. Aiden McBride, honors, 12-year senior. Jocelyn DeVay, Cisco.
Superintendent Knight and the Board of Directors, I certify that each student who walked across this stage today has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the State of Washington and Colville School District. Mr. Kevin Knight.
Thank you, Mr. Gross. On behalf of the Colville School District Board of Trustees, on the 7th day of June in 2025, and as the Superintendent of Colville School District, I am honored to accept the 118th graduating class of Colville High School.
So in conclusion, I have a few thank yous. First of all, I would like to thank the senior class for a great 4-year run. I would like to thank the parents and community for helping raise and support this great group of students and young adults. I would also like to thank Superintendent Knight and the Board of Directors for ensuring that all students at Colville High School and in the district have an opportunity to meet their goals. And finally, I would like to thank the Colville High School staff who nurtured, instructed, and guided the students on their successful 4-year journey. So, with no further ado, Colville School District Board of Trustees, parents, community members, friends, and families, get your cameras ready. Seniors, please stand up. It is my distinct privilege to introduce to you the graduating class of 2025 from Colville High School. You may now throw your hats. You are officially alumni of Colville High School. Family and friends, you may join the graduates on the field. Thank you, and have a safe and joyous celebrations.